Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bill Corum in the Yankee Stadium, and Theater Network Television welcomes you to the Rocky Marciano Archie Moore fight for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Some fighters are being introduced from the ring, and we will try to talk over them just a little bit in order to give you the facts of this fight. There are about 60,000 people here tonight and probably $1 million in the gate, and now I'll let you pick up the introduction from Johnny Addy.
Featherweight from Philadelphia, Henry Toothpick Brown. Former heavyweight champion of the world, Popular Maxie Bear. Former lightweight champion of the world, Lou Ambers. Leading heavyweight contender, Nino Valdez. Here's one of the all-time great champions, former welterweight, middleweight champion, who met all the leading heavyweights in his time, the toy bulldog, Mickey Walker. The featherweight champion of the world, Sandy Sadler. Middleweight champion of California, Willie Vaughn. Also in the audience, former welterweight champion of the world, one of the gamest in the welterweight division, Tony DeMarco. Former heavyweight champion of the world, Cinderella Man, Jimmy Braddock. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest of all time will attempt to win the middleweight crown on November the 4th in Chicago, Illinois, the one and only Sugar Ray Robinson. Here's the hard-punching heavyweight from Chicago, Bob Satterfield. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, my pleasure to introduce former heavyweight king, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. And one of the most popular of all heavyweight champions, the one and only Manasseh Mauler, Jack Dempsey. Sugar?
We'll have the three great champions, Jack Dempsey, Gene Tunney, and Joe Louis being introduced. In the ring is Ray Robinson, as you see. I don't think you could confuse any of them, and you wouldn't confuse that little fellow running around here with any of the three big heavyweight champions either. He looks like he wants to fight, but I guess he doesn't. Here he comes out, and now there is Joe Louis in the center of the ring, and the little fellow's walking right over my head. So I can see a little better. He's broad but not tall. Here's Louis going over to shake hands with Moore, who came in with a gorgeous robe in gold and black, something like you never saw in your life. And in the other corner, of course, is Marciano.
Gene Tunney.
There is the introduction of Tunney. I don't know whether he's coming up. I think he will. I'm kind of cutting in between the announcer, Johnny Addy, to tell you just exactly who is who and which fighter is which, because you might be confused.
Main event.
Here is Addy's announcement of the main event.
He got it. Jack, come back to Phil. Addy's not there.
He walked away, and I think he's waiting for Tunney. He went over to Marciano's corner, and they keep telling Addy to hurry in Marciano's corner, but the gloves are not on, and I don't think they can start fighting until that happens. The gloves always in a heavyweight championship match are put on in the ring, as you know, and neither fighter has got the gloves on. Incidentally, Moore, the challenger here, and the lightweight champion, whose title, it's only Marciano's title at stake, as you know, tapes his own hands. And here are the figures on the fighters. Marciano is 5 feet, 11.5 inches tall. Weighed for this fight 184.25. That was yesterday. He might weigh more tonight. They didn't weigh again. The fight was postponed, as you know. Rocky is 31, has never been defeated as a professional, has had 48 fights, winning 48, obviously, and scored 42 knockouts. Moore, 5 feet and 11, 188 pounds at the weigh-in. Might be lighter tonight instead of heavier. Anyhow, that would only make a quarter of a pound, 4 ounces difference, the official weigh-ins and their weights. Moore, by his own official statement, is 38 years old, and that's as official as you can get, I guess. And he has had 144 fights, won 120, lost 19, had 5 draws, and scored 82 knockouts. Now, I think you folks in the theaters might be interested to know that you are part of the greatest crowd that ever saw an event simultaneously. In theaters, that is, of course. The Theater Network people and Nate Halpern, their president, Jack Dillon, Arthur Suskin, and the cameramen and technicians here who do the real work, hope that you're going to see a great fight. And so, of course, does Jim Doris, who's done a wonderful job of promoting this bout. It's an old-time heavyweight championship fight here in the great stadium that Babe Ruth built, with close to 60,000 and maybe quite that many people here. And as I said before, a gate of somewhere between $900,000 and $1 million, and it might hit the million mark here. And in your theaters, of which you're a part of the audience, they're probably close to 350,000 folks in 92 cities, and that gate, too, will be in the neighborhood of $1 million. Now, there's an interesting point in this fight. In the Coquel fight, which was also brought to you by TNT from San Francisco, the gloves were 8 ounces. In this, they're 6 ounces, and that might make a difference in Marciano's punching, and the gloves are on. I'm watching Al Weil, and you probably are too, as he talks to announcer Johnny Addy. Here is the champion getting up with that blue robe being pulled off as he stands in the corner. Looks a little like a gnome always, with that head guard that he keeps to keep his head warm. And now I still watch Johnny Addy, and here he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, main event, 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world. Here the ring officials assigned by the New York State Athletic Commission. Judges are Harold Bonds and Adi Idala. The timekeeper, George Bannon. Counting for the knockdowns, Al Burrell. Referee, Harry Kessler. Here are the principals introducing from San Diego, California, and Toledo, Ohio, wearing black trunks, weighing 188 even, the light heavyweight champion of the world and challenger, Archie Moore. His opponent from Brockton, Massachusetts, wearing white trunks, weighing 188 and a quarter pounds, heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano. 15 rounds for the heavyweight championship of the world.
Good evening, Rocky and Archie. You both know the rules of the New York State Athletic Commission, so I won't go into all the details. Protect yourself at all times. The 3 knockdowns in 1 round rule is voided tonight. The 8-second count is out, too. If a man goes down, the man standing up goes to the farthest neutral corner and stays there till I wave him back. He doesn't have to wait for 8 seconds. And when the man gets up and I get his gloves brushed, well, you come back. Okay, keep your punches high. Nice fights.
Well, we're ready for the question. The 3 knockdown thing is a New York rule, voided as the referee told you. Normally in New York, a man knocked down 3 times in a round is beaten. Not tonight, and there's no compulsory 8 count. He doesn't have to take 8. He can get up at 2 or 1. If that explains that to you any better. We're waiting for the bell for round one. The boys are jiggling in their corners. The crowd is roaring. The bell. Here they go. Minutes until the end of the first round. One minute till the end of the round. Not too much has happened. Seconds. And there's the bell. We watch Marciano go back to his corner, and you see him, of course, better than we do for the moment, till his seconds get around him. Incidentally, his seconds over there are his manager, Al Weil, Charlie Goldman, his trainer, wonderful little guy and great trainer, and his long-time, lifelong friend, Al Colombo from Brockton. And in Moore's corner, only 3 seconds permitted here tonight in the corners is Cheerful Norman, Charlie Johnson, his manager, and Bertie Briscoe, his trainer. So, as I said, there has been very little exciting action so far. Marciano got in a couple of light left hooks, and Moore one pretty good right. The boys were very careful, particularly Moore. He didn't seem to be nervous or anything. Why should he be? He's fought all over the world, a fighter from everywhere, Australia, South America, all over this country, and he seems calm enough, and certainly, of course, the champion always is. Round 2. The count was 4. 2 minutes until the end of the round. The champion's in trouble. Bleeding from the nose now. 1 minute to the end of the round. Rocky's still shaky a little. Moore is showing he knows how to fight. That's for sure. Landing well inside, got Marciano's eye puffed. 10 seconds till the end of the round. Marciano's fighting for his championship life. And the bell, and to Marciano's corner. You can see, perhaps, that Rocky was pretty well mussed up. I know you don't see the blood very well. He's bleeding pretty good from the nose and also from under his left eye. It was a right hand, a beautiful right hand shot that knocked him down in mid-ring. A clean right hand after a left hand feint, and he took the count of 4. That reminded me of the Walcott fight in which Marciano was knocked down in the first round, of course, and then came on to win in the 13th, as he very well may this time. But as it stands now, Moore is the aggressor, and certainly that was a great round for the old challenger. He came back to his corner looking tired. You see that blanket over his shoulders, but whether he was tired or not, or just taking his time, it's hard to say. A hard man to figure out, Moore, and Marciano found that out. Round 3. A trickster, but 15 rounds are long. Rocky's left eye cut again. Marciano blinking. Left eye. One minute until the end of the round. Good right hand by Marciano. Archie's on the defensive now. Seconds until the end of the round. The champion coming on. Although Marciano went back to his corner, blinking his eye pretty badly, he finished that round very strong. And he started his comeback, which of course was the third round, as you know, the fourth round card being before you. He started his comeback with a solid left hook just over our heads here, and then crossed his right, and for a minute it looked as if Moore might have been hurt. He didn't show too much sign of it, but he covered up and slipped away from there. But again at the end of the round, Marciano landed a good left. Now we switched over to his corner, as you see. They're working on that eye. You can't see that much, and you have to peek in between. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad cut, but it has been bleeding. We're waiting for round 4. It's very exciting. The last round was a dandy, and of course the knockdown was a thriller on Moore's part, and it's very much of a fight. Corners are a bad place for a man to be with Marciano. Moore got out. Powerful right by Marciano. Rocking, but Archie's fighting back. They're both a little rocky. Right, just grazed the chin. Till the end of the round. Moore is just rocking and weaving, but he's not too badly hurt yet. Moore came out of it with a great left hook. He's making Marciano miss and miss. Miss and miss. Rocky looks tired too now. Moore just stood there and made him miss. Made him miss. Ten seconds till the end of the round. punch after the bell. We follow Marciano to his corner. He's a Rocky. He went halfway out to the center of the ring and went back with a kind of a sick smile on his face. The punch right after the bell, not a very powerful one, but it hit right on the sort of the Adam's apple and the throat, and it might have hurt pretty badly. However, as you saw, Marciano was a made him miss punch after punch after punch, and Marciano at the finish was just shoving his gloves out. He was really a weary fellow. Now we're back in Archie's corner. He's talking very brightly to his seconds, kind of smiling at cheerful Norman, and at the moment he definitely is in command of this fight, although there have been 2 or 3 surges by the champion. This is round 5 coming up, and this is it. Boxing him. Moore trying to keep him off with that left jab and doing a pretty good job of it too. Very elusive, Archie, so far. One minute. Trying to cock that right hand.
What's the head? What's the head?
That blood again from Marciano's nose. Ten seconds. Over to Marciano's corner. That was a boxing round, largely on the part of Moore. He showed his skill and a great defensive skill and good boxing, too. Both fighters got in fair punches, as you saw. Nothing very dangerous. The blood from Marciano's nose just started up, but just a trickle, and the eye seems to be all right. Moore is absolutely unmarked, and oddly enough, after 144 fights all over the world as a professional and many as an amateur, he is absolutely unmarked any place about his face. He has no cut, no scar tissue, and no sign of ever having been cut, and he told me once, some years ago, that he couldn't remember when he was, at least seriously enough to remember it. So now, we're coming up to round 6, and it's a good prize fight. and certainly it's a long, long way from over, as you know. Moore doesn't seem to be worried about being in those corners, but it's still not a good place for him. He got out. Right hand. Moore's in bad trouble. Moore's not helpless, but he's in bad shape. Moore's still got that left hand pretty good. 1 minute till the end of the round. Another right by Rocky. This could be the end. Now he's really touching him. Moore's legs are gone. It's just his instinct. Just his instinct. Maybe the bell. Now he punches back. Now he punches back. Now he punches back. He's taking an awful beating. Look at his legs. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Seconds. Moore's legs are gone. He's down again. 15 seconds. 9. He got 2. 9. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. There's the bell. He made it on his feet. Look at him going back. Here goes Dr. Nardiello in the Moore's corner. The fight could be decided right here. Whether he lets him come out or not, we won't know. A right hand started it. He took a 5 count, and then Marciano came for him and bombarded him. They're calling it an official 4 count. The same thing that Marciano took in the second round. I thought it was 5, but they say officially he took 4 from the right hand, a right hand, and then from then on, then in the corner when he went down the second time to take the 9, it was just a series of punches of all kinds, but a right hand was the finishing blow as I saw it, or the one that sent him to his knees. He's up in his corner, round 7. Very arm-weary, Marciano. Two great right hands by Moore and a great comeback from that last round. Now it's Marciano who is rocking. Marciano's the one in trouble. A little less than 2 minutes in the round. Marciano is missing badly in this round. I said he was arm weary. I think he is. Doesn't mean he still can't punch. He can. And he did. No knockdown. No knockdown. No knockdown. I'm sorry, it slipped. Thought that was awful short punch. One minute. Whatever else happens, Moore has shown great recuperative powers. You wouldn't have believed it. He's the aggressor again, or he has been. Toe in Moore's corner. Moore trying to fight out. Looks like his legs are planted. Ten seconds. They're throwing about all they got. And the bell. Moore again, just his leg. Look at him. His legs just about went at the bell. He almost fell. What a game old fella he is. 38 or 40 or whatever. A great round, a great comeback round for him. He definitely won it if you want one sports writer's viewpoint, certainly unofficial. But he came back from a near knockout to fight a great round under any circumstance, however you might have wished to score it. And the fight is still not over. Both fighters have been down. Moore has been down twice, once for 4, once for 9. Marciano was down in the second round. You saw all this. But we're now coming up to 8. That turns the hill of the 15 rounds. There's no doubt both fighters are tired. No doubt. And they should be. Round 8. Moore's right eye is beginning to close. I'm sure you can't see that. For a time, it was the left eye of Marciano that was bad, but now Moore's right eye is closing. That, of course, makes him a bit of a target for a left hook. Puncher and boxer. I think the end is getting close. Nobody can be sure. Moore's terribly tired on that rope. Marciano's trying to put over the convincer. He's missing. Both of them throwing blows that might finish it. Of course, Rocky's stronger. Those punches are not landing solidly. If they were, somebody'd have to go. 20 seconds. Moore fought his way out of the corner. That eye is bad now. Rocky's still chasing him. The bull and the Toreador, and the bull keeps coming. 10 seconds. Right hand. Right hand. Right hand. That bell saved him. The bell saved him. The bell saved him. They don't know. I hope you got that from me. Maybe I did you a little good. The referee didn't know. Nobody knew. But the bell saved him at 6. Here goes the doctor again. That was a right hand, and the bell rang at 6. The referee says 7, but I know 6 that time. Anyhow, we won't argue with him. It makes no difference. The doctor is going now to talk to referee Kessler, and it could be that the fight will be stopped. I still can't tell any more than you can. You can see what's happening in that conference over in the corner with the referee. The Dr. Nardiello's coming back. Sits down here alongside us. They're going to go again. It'll be round 9. Providence rode with Moore again when he was knocked down so close to the bell. He's so strong, Marciano, so strong, so durable. What right hand? Everything on. Moore, too. Moore could punch with him. If Moore had the punch, what a fight this would be, and what a fight it is anyhow. Just a bombardment. Moore's legs are so nearly gone. He's not punching back at all now. Now he is. Oh, a good right hand by Moore. A beauty. Just not the steam on it. There he goes. In his own corner.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's all. That's all.
The time, 1 minute, 19 seconds of the 9th round. Winner by a knockout, and still heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano.
Rocky, congratulations.
Oh, Bill.
What kind of a fight was this one, Rock?
Archie's a very tough, willing, determined fighter. I didn't think that he would stand up like he did. Congratulations to him. I guess he wasn't just talking up there at North Adams, Mass.
No, he wasn't. He fought a great fight, didn't he? And of course you did too, as always, Rocky. This is 49 straight, and I know you're going to go for that golden 50 for sure, because you never looked better, and you really were punching, and you're a great champion. Great credit to this
Thanks, Bill,
country.
very
And
much.
I know the kind of fellow you are and everybody else. Now here's Archie. We'll put them together. So this is a great fight, and Well, let's turn around here, Archie. The TV people, huh? The Internet Network Television. You saw this man make a great fight.
Pop
Tell
Helfrich.
them about it, Archie.
Bob Helfrich. I did the best I could. Rocky's a great puncher.
What do you think of him?
I think he's a great puncher. He's got a long way to go. He'll make it, though.
Yeah.
He's determined in everything.
He's a great puncher, isn't
Yes, he is.
he? And your legs kind of gave out on you, little Archie, didn't he?
No, I mean, he hit me quite a few times and put me on queer speed. But,
What did you find the most trouble with, the right hand?
well, he punches hard with both hands.
Just the same,
Well,
huh?
I enjoyed fighting him, though.
You enjoyed
I'm
it?
sure that the people in TV land and radio enjoyed the fight because I had always said
Well,
that
they did, and you
it was a
made
great
it.
fight.
You made it.
Fans around the world, the heavyweight title is on the line. Big Ron from Council Bluffs, Stander on your left, the Kingpin, Joe Frazier on your right. Frazier, winner of 24 KOs in 28 fights. And here we go. First punch, a couple of light lefts by Stander. A right hook from